Good morning and welcome to Other Worlds Wednesday here on Gaming with ADHD. Today I wanted to take a look at WizKids Games' entry into the market of 3D dungeon tiles. Now, these were originally released in 2020, and Warlock Tiles have continued to expand with a variety of styles, accessories, and expansions for use with fantasy role-playing games. Now, before we get started, I do want to mention that I know that this isn't a new idea or the only player on the market. And because of that, while I have a few of these sets to review, I'm also going to be taking the opportunity to compare them to other options on the market. Personally, I already own tiles from Dwarven Forge. I have a 3D printer for use where I actually prefer the Dragonlock tiles. And so I want to see how all of these tiles compare, in addition to just doing a review of this particular brand. And so I try to put up a few videos a week covering board games, card games, miniatures, and everything in between. And so hopefully, in addition to these videos, I hope you will find other content here to enjoy as well. So don't forget to subscribe, and with that out of the way, let's take a look at the Dungeon Tiles 2 base set. Now, keep in mind, this set includes tiles with full height stone walls. There is a Dungeon Tiles 1 base set, and that and some of the expansions use half height walls. So make sure you're aware which set you prefer and which you wish to purchase before doing so. They are all compatible, but some people have a preference to a particular style. So I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. So with that said, this is our package. As you can see, you get walls, doors, interior walls. You have little accessories that can mount to some of the walls to give it a little bit of style. And that's just from the cover. So it does slide off, and you get a carrying case. I realize it is upside down, but if you are new here, I have a extremely small recording area. So I did this so that it actually will get out of the way a little bit easier. All right, so this is our set. Give me a moment to try and figure out how to keep this open. There we go. That'll work. All right, so first off, this did come to me secondhand, so I believe everything is complete. But obviously it has been opened and manipulated a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, it's still intact. So I'm still considering it an unboxing. All right, we have two different sets of corner walls. There are interior corners. So you can tell that because of the side that the clips go into. There's obviously no clips on there. Now, I'm trying to decide if these have been molded in gray and then just hit with a black wash, or if they actually put paint on it. And I'm beginning to lean towards the gray molding instead. But regardless, these actually look really good. You could easily touch these up with some paint, get a little bit of detailing in there, some highlights, but overall I think they're just fine as is. So this is an interior corner, and this is an exterior corner. As you can tell, there is a little bit more space, because one thing that they have done is, instead of working from solid pieces where the walls are integrated into the base, you're supposed to clip everything together. And we'll actually get into that here in a little bit after we look at the individual pieces. So when you have your floor piece in here, you'll actually have full 1-inch squares. So you're not going to have to worry about some of the squares being cut off like you do see with other brands such as Dragonlock or the Dwarven Forge. Man, brain shut off for a second. So that's the inside and outside corner. Here we have a 4x4 flat. Now, this is one thing that I actually really like and I think is one of the strong advantages to having the walls be optional, because this is one piece, but you can clearly use either option. You can either do a stone floor dungeon or a wooden floor cottage. That's how they describe it on the box. Obviously, you could use this for a tavern or any other type of building. But you do get two of these. Again, the gray plastic with a black wash and a brown plastic with a black wash. But overall, these both look really good. All right. We then have our doors. So that's nice. So they are fully functional. This is an outside door. So it'll go around the edge of your tiles. There's no slot there. We'll get into that in a second. That's actually another thing that's really nice about it. So we've got a double door. And then we've got a single door. Now they call this their 4D system. Okay, so obviously they're 3-dimensional tiles, but the 4D means that they've got some action features like the opening doors or some other design elements to go along with. So you get 4 each of the double and single doors. All right, you have single wall pieces. These are 2 inches across, and this is a mount point for the decor that I mentioned earlier. We'll take that out in a second and look at it as well. Then we have interior walls. Now this, I think, is a very interesting and unique feature. This is clearly more narrow than the basic wall. It looks like it's about 1/3 the size, and it's designed that way so that when you want to make an interior wall, it doesn't eat up all of the space. So I actually really like that. That's a good design. Obviously I haven't worked on building any of these yet, so we'll try that here in a second. But it's definitely something that sets them apart. You then also get 2 of these 2x8 tile pieces. Ooh, let's go out. So again, double-sided for both stone and wood. And then you have an assortment. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you get 20 2x2 squares. So again, stone and wood. So far, I'm really liking the look of these. All right, we then have, these are their clip system, which they have named Warlock clips. So these are Warlock clips to hold your tiles together. I'm going to set that off to the side. And then we have a mix of other clips. Now, these are Dragonlock compatible. So these are from Fat Dragon Games. As you can see, they are offset a little bit. And then there's also open lock clips. So as you can see, they're all similar, but still a little bit different. Actually, let's do that. There we go. So this allows you to blend depending on the system that you're using. So drag and lock here on the right and open lock here on the left. Again, offset a little bit so that it makes them compatible. I will have to try that. I have drag and lock tiles, so we will definitely look at that. All right, we then also have these. Can't tell if these are for the ground. They are not for the ground. I don't know what these are for. They are stone edge caps. So, oh, okay. So these can go in the side of the tiles, it looks like. So that if that needs to be, or is exposed for some reason, you can at least make it look a little better. All right, and finally, we've got our decor. All right, so we've got banners. We get 4 of those. And we get torches. And we get 4 of those as well. So we've just got a little peg. Place it in the wall. And ta-da, you've got a wall with a torch in it. All right. All right, now these are some soft, kind of rubbery plastic. Should hold up pretty well. Depends on how heavily they get used, but should be fine. Especially if you are purchasing multiple sets, you know, you'll probably get a lot of extras of these. You know, if you want to customize them, they'll probably take paint pretty well. Just obviously be careful of the translucent plastic. All right, so far I really like how these look. Oh, we also have these corner pieces. You know, basically because they have the walls to, you know, to go around all of the tiles. You know, makes sense to include those in order to fill out some areas. So let's do this. Let's take some of these out. Get some walls. Obviously, we should get a door. And let's do an inside corner. All right, let's build ourselves a dungeon. Hey, I can fit it. All right, so let's get out some of our Warlock clips. Oh, I need to get an interior wall. One thing also I did forget to mention. Okay, now these do not open, but they also make interior doors. All right, back to building. Okay, so it clips in pretty well. There is still a little bit of slack. Let's see. All right, so it gives you just enough slack to fit your wall in. So, all right, we'll leave that there. Yep. All right. So they have those holes on the ends of the walls, which are clearly for those to fit in. And all right, here we go. And I realize I grabbed an interior corner. But for this, I could probably better use an exterior corner. Now, I don't think you're not going to be able to get 2 clips on there. So let's just work with 1. So far, these clips go in really well. Okay, so little flexible. I would definitely want to put this on like a build plate of some kind, or just build it in front of my players. But I mean, it holds up really well. A little bit of flex, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna put another wall. Well, if I, there we go. Not perfect, but overall, it's not bad. Having some clips be able to go into the side of the wall might be nice, but I'm not really too worried about that. The wall slides out pretty easily. Having one making a corner isn't too hard. Let's see how well they come apart. Okay, that is very easy. I really like my Fat Dragon stuff. The clips do not always come apart that easy. So there's that. My Dwarven Forge doesn't have any kind of a clip system at all. Now, I got it from the original Kickstarter 8 or 9 years ago now. And I know they've made some upgrades since then, but overall, you know, it doesn't have a clip system. They've moved to a magnet system, and recommend that you use metal plates to hold everything together. But overall, I mean, you sat here watching, theoretically. I hope you're still here. You know, this product works really well. Now I've got a dilemma because I have, like I said, I have a big investment in Dwarven Forge and Dragonlock, And this is actually really tempting to move into. Now, one problem I will admit with this set is it is fixed. So while there are expansion sets that give you some other options, say I just need 1 or 2 exterior corners, you know, there's no way to buy single pieces. Yeah, when Dwarven Forge originally released many years ago, yeah, it was the same kind of thing, only that was pre-painted resin. And again, yeah, you could only buy the particular set that was released. So I think that is a problem, but depending on how the sets are mixed, if you're just buying all the sets, you may end up with a pretty decent mix over time. I'll have some more thoughts when I do my comparison video showing all of the tiles together, showing how they work with each other. But for now, I mean, if you don't have any tile systems at all, I would definitely, you know, I would definitely recommend this one. If you were leaning towards it. Yeah, I mean, I can't give it a negative review. I can't say that I prefer one over the other yet. I definitely need to play around with it some more, but overall, you know, this is a good product. This set is going to run you, I believe it is on their website, if I can find the dumb thing. There it is. About $135 for the full height wall set. The half height wall set will run you a little over $100. So it is kind of expensive. It's not a huge set. You're not going to be making massive dungeons. You will have to swap them out frequently. But yeah, if this is a direction you want to go, I would absolutely, you know, not fault you for picking these up. These are good. They are built way better than I was expecting. I really like how the clips are easy to put on and take off. And yeah, they are good. I absolutely recommend them. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. I've got more of these sets that I want to review. And I definitely want to do some comparisons between Dwarven Forge and Dragonlock. And then also just some compatibility. Show how you can mix them. See how well that'll work. So with that said, I do appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.